But I think one of the biggest things that I wanted to get into like right away was a Cloudflare outage.
It was.
And I forget what day it was on. Was it like Tuesday?
It was.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Yes. It was Tuesday.
And I remember I was trying to go on X and it was like, hey, post can't load at this time. I was like, what? I checked my internet and everything. I was like, what's going on? And then after that, that's when I kind of did my rounds through all my other Intel resources. And I had posted on my stories like, oh, Cloudflare was down. And so we're going to briefly talk about the incident and what they say caused it. But the Cloudflare outage. Database error takes down 20% of internet. A simple database permission change triggered a massive internet outage on November 18th, 2025, knocking offline major cryptocurrency exchanges, social media platforms, and thousands of websites worldwide. This incident exposed how much of the internet depends on just a few infrastructure companies. And that is crazy when you think about how much money AWS is making. Google, Big M, Cloudflare, and it's like some others. Like, in a short amount of time, Cloudflare is like taking off.
No, they have, for sure.
So it's crazy. I'm glad I didn't get, like, I interviewed with them twice. And one of the roles I probably would have been dealing with this incident. I would have been mad.
Directly.
I would have been so mad.
All
I'm like,
day.
bro, this ain't got nothing to do with us. At 11:20 UTC on November 18th, Cloudflare's network began experiencing widespread failures. The company, which handles about 20% of all internet traffic, suffered a complete breakdown of its core systems for nearly 3 hours. I think I'm a little hot. Let's see. There we go. The problem started with a database change at 11:05 UTC. Cloudflare was improving security on its ClickHouse and database system when something went wrong. The database began creating duplicate entries in the configuration file used by Cloudflare's bot protection system. This file grew from its normal size to more than double, breaking the software that processes internet traffic. When Cloudflare's servers tried to load this oversized file, they crashed. The file contained more than 200 features, exceeding the system's built-in limit of 200. Normal usage was around 60 features. The failure spread across the company's entire global network, affecting millions of websites that rely on Cloudflare for security, speed, and reliability. Now, interesting, because most people know around this time is when like a lot of companies go on freezes and they don't really do any changes.
Literally, it should already be in place.
Because it's the holidays and people trying to make money.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
So I'm showing like the Cloudflare tweets right here, and I may throw that up. But users trying to visit affected websites saw error 500 messages instead of normal content. The outage lasted until 14:30 UTC, when engineers manually replaced the broken file with a working version. Full service restoration was completed by 17:06 UTC. Now, that's crazy. Now, it says that the crypto industry was hit hard by this infrastructure failure. Major cryptocurrency platforms suffered significant disruptions during the outage. Popular exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, and BitMEX became inaccessible to users. Blockchain explorers included Etherscan and Arborscan went offline, preventing traders from checking transaction details. The timing was particularly bad for crypto markets. Bitcoin dropped to $89,300 during the outage, while Ethereum fell below $3,000. The total cryptocurrency market cap dropped 3% to $3.12 trillion. Man, that's crazy how technology sets off everything.
No, it's not, because we talk about confidentiality and integrity all the time, but availability is, it's the big one.
Yeah. I had a meme. It was like another one bites the dust, and it was the Reaper. It had AWS and it had Cloudflare on it.
Another one bites the dust.
So let's see what this part says. Why this outage matters for internet resilience. The Cloudflare incident revealed how fragile modern internet infrastructure really is. 3 companies, Cloudflare, Amazon Web Services, and Azure, handle most of the world's web traffic. When any one of them fails, large portions of the internet stop working. This wasn't the first major outage in recent months. Amazon Web Services suffered a similar failure October 2025, affecting Coinbase and Robinhood. These repeated incidents show that the internet infrastructure has become dangerously centralized. Cloudflare operates data centers in 330 cities worldwide and connects directly to 13,000 networks. The company's servers include protection from cyber attacks, content delivery, and domain name resolution. When these systems fail, websites couldn't determine where to send user requests or how to handle incoming traffic. Now let's see what they say. How companies can protect against future outages. I'm providing and say redundancy. Smart businesses are already taking steps to reduce their dependence on single infrastructure providers. The most effective strategy involves using multiple service providers instead of relying on just one company. Multi-CDN approaches spread website traffic across different networks. If one provider fails, traffic automatically switches to the backup systems. Companies can set up these failover systems to activate within minutes rather than hours. DNS diversification represents another critical protection method. Instead of using one company for a domain name resolution, businesses can split this function across multiple providers. This prevents websites from becoming completely unreachable when one provider experiences problems. Let me see. So I was kind of like, they're just in a nutshell, but showing like the repercussions of that. And I don't know why more companies haven't been using like multi-CDNs and why they're just relying on one.
I think I want to give a shout out to the engineer who pushed that update. I hope he felt like the GOAT.
Which one? The one that broke it or the one that fixed it?
The one that fixed it. The one that fixed it. I know they was probably like the next day like that. Just think about saying that in the interview. Yeah, like I was the one who fixed this update at my last company when X, Y, and Z happened. But I like that they didn't give us any fluff. They were like, yep, we pushed a bad update. This is what happened, and this is what we're doing to fix it. So I always like when people get to it and be honest, because we say this all the time in cyber. It's not if it's going to happen to you, it's when it's going to happen to you. And that is what we are seeing time and time again. Everybody is experiencing something that is causing a disruption in their services. And it's going to continue to be that way if people continue to move to the cloud.
Yeah. And I like to say, this is one of these conversations we've been talking about for a while about why they're looking for people to be technical.
I just told someone the other day, I'm like, staying on the technical side does give you, if you can have a business conversation to talk about strategy and how to achieve goals and objectives and KPIs and all of that great stuff, and you're technical, you a bad mamma jamma or sir majamma.
But no, man, shout out to Cloudflare. They got on it. I mean, it sucked for the people. I wonder how much money people lost.
But that's how you handle business. The way they went about it. That's how you do it.
For sure.